Sergeant Mike Ernster. My name is spelled E-R-N-S-T-E-R. I'm the Public Information Officer for the St. Paul Police Department. I'm here to talk about an incident that occurred in our Highland Park neighborhood this morning that resulted in the death of one man and injured another. Our investigators are currently working through the facts of this case and trying to determine everything that occurred. But I can tell you what we know at this point. Just after 9:30 a.m., our officers were called to the 1100 block of Bedoin Street South on a report of a stabbing. When officers arrived, they found two adult males, both suffering from apparent stab injuries. The first one, a 59-year-old male resident of a home there, was suffering from an apparent stab wound to his torso. The second, a 73-year-old male, was suffering from an apparent stab wound to his leg. Officers provided first aid to the males, specifically in the form of a tourniquet and CPR. St. Paul Fire medics responded and transported both males to Regions Hospital. At Regions, the 73-year-old male was pronounced deceased. The second male, the 59-year-old male, is still receiving treatment for his injuries, but is expected to survive. Our officers secured the scene and held it until our homicide unit investigators could respond. We anticipate that our forensic services unit will be, if they have not already started, processing the scene, and our video management unit will be canvassing the area for video evidence and looking for anything that will kind of describe the circumstances before this incident. A preliminary investigation has revealed that the 73-year-old male approached the home on the 1100 block of Bedoin and knocked on the door. As the residents answered the door, an altercation ensued, and both males suffered the subsequent injuries. The 73-year-old male was detained on scene until officers could arrive, but the circumstances of what occurred is still under investigation. Our homicide unit investigators are working through the set of facts in this case, but they need some help. They're looking to speak with anybody that's in that neighborhood that could have seen or interacted with this 73-year-old male prior to him going to this house on Bedoin. We would encourage anybody that has any knowledge of seeing this 73-year-old white male approaching homes or interacting with people, that we want them to contact our investigators. They can do that by calling 651-266-5650. We'll be working with the Ramsey County Medical Examiner to positively identify the 73-year-old male and determine his exact cause of death. This information and any other updates in this case will be released on our Twitter account as it becomes available. If I hadn't already said it, this is our 20th homicide of 2023. Keeping in mind we're early on and I've pretty much told you everything I can, I'll take some questions.
Sergeant, I'm a little confused. You said the 73-year-old was detained at the scene?
Yes, prior to officers' arrival, yes.
But wasn't he treated and then was taken to Regions? I'm a little confused.
Correct. I'm saying after the altercation occurred at the doorway when they were injured, before officers, so the 911 call was made to report the stabbing.
Okay.
In the meantime, he was detained so that when officers got there that they could...
Not by police.
Correct.
Okay,
that is correct.
Okay. Thank you. And then I'm sorry, never mind.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want the public to know? Jeopardy or anything?
No, there is no public safety issue surrounding this incident. Investigators are very confident that the people involved have all been identified and are known, and we don't believe there's anyone outstanding in relation to this case. But we do want people to call us. We do want to hear people to call our investigators and let them know if they witness this 73-year-old male, white male, approaching homes or interacting people within the neighborhood. If you experienced anything, if you had an experience with this male or witnessed it, they would like to hear from you. Those are some of the facts that we're trying to determine also. Until we positively identify them, until these interviews are complete and the investigators talk to each other and kind of work through it, those are the set of facts that we're trying to look for those answers also.
Is the 73-year-old, is he a resident of St. Paul?
Until we identify him, we don't know where he lives.
Was he on foot?
We believe he was on foot, yes. He approached the home on foot.
You said this was the 20th homicide. Do you know how that compares to previous years?
Yeah, last year at this point, we were also in the 20 range. So it's somewhat on par for where we were last year. We may be slightly behind, depending on the dates, the effective dates of that. Okay, thank you very much.